Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka King Two Code in the building, bro. What's good?
Nothing much, man. Just sit here watching up on this main event as we got the era, as we call them on for AEW. We got them going up against the best friends and Orange Cassidy. Other than that, man, had a pretty okay show. Nothing too crazy. A lot of setup for the for what's coming up next. As far as the new year and like I said, once they get the first show next week on TBS, you get to restart of the rankings. You get to see a lot of new fresh faces. You get to see some new matchups. You get to see a lot of new stuff. So most definitely looking forward to that. But it's kind of like just end of the year stuff that they kind of do is really just giving you a lot of people, giving you a lot of matches, just something to watch.
What up,
He's
Leo? Leo
trying to
said he
spot
on
me
the
on
hard
TV.
cam.
I'm on a hard cam. ah, the correspondent in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And man, I know you got more Jade Cargill footage, man. I know you do. I know you do because I saw what just happened. But Tuco, man, let's get
Ah,
through this
man.
card, man. Let's talk to the people and figure out what's going on.
All right, man. We're gonna talk a little bit, man. So we started off with 10-man tag, Jurassic Express, Christian Cage, Lucha Bros versus FTR, the Hardy family. This was your, just all over the place 10-man match. A lot of suicides, a lot of spots, hot tags, and of course you got a little bit of distinction between Christian Cage and the Lucha Bros, which obviously was going to set up what we got, which was, and then of course FTR and them picked up the victory. But I guess the more important thing out of it was that we pretty much got the match we've been looking for. That's Jurassic Express getting the challenge to go up against the AEW Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Bros, next week on TBS, the premiere Dynamite on TBS. Uh, bro, how do you feel about the match? But what do you really think more about the title match we get next week?
I thought the match was okay. I thought it was cool. As I so often say, a lot of times with matches like these, it's not necessarily what happened in the match; it's the story that leads up after the match. And of course, like I
True,
said,
true.
the Lucha Bros and Christian Cage, they tease tension. Excuse me. In this match, quite frequently. So it was only a matter of time before something broke apart. I didn't think that they were going to lose per se. I just thought it would have been a little bit of back and forth. But hey, look, we gonna get it. We gonna get that match that I didn't know I wanted to see. So hey, Christian said, hey, look. You and your guys versus me and my guys. Then of course you got Alex Abrahantes. I liked what he said to Jungle Boy because
It
Jungle
made
Boy
sense.
didn't really sell it, but it made sense. And he said, if you're supposed to be the future, you might want to leave the past behind. And it made so much sense because if you think about it, Christian Cage kind of was
Is
the
the
reason they
past.
lost in the first place. So, hey, man,
Well, they won at the pay per
see,
view, but they won at the pay per view though. Like when he came back, they won their match at the pay per view. We just haven't seen them since. But they've been
mhm,
winning matches on Dark and stuff to be the number one contenders, and they're finally doing
right,
something
right,
with them. But no, it wasn't so much that Christian was hindering them. Like he helped them come back and beat. 'Cause remember they beat the Adam Cole and the Elite at the pay per view. So you had that, and then they built off of that because then the elite went on to fight against the best friends and stuff. But no, but I do agree with what you're saying. That line to Christian Cage, it did make sense. But um, right now I don't see him being a hinder. I see him, really pushing them and to go out there to be the best tag team that it can be. Now if it ends up he ends up, getting involved in the match and that costs them the opportunity, then yeah, okay, all right, Christian, now you kind of being in the way, but you're not right now. You're not doing your best Sting impression. You're not helping the talent, but you're not hindering them. And
right.
Sting has not been hindering Darby Allin Not once. If anything, it's been just perfect. So yeah, I agree with you there. If that takes case, but as far as getting this match, Jurassic Express, Lucha Bros for the AEW Championship. Hey, it's about damn time, man. We said we wanted to see more of the originals, get their time to shine, and these are definitely two teams, one in the Lucha Bros, who've gotten their opportunity to shine, and now we're getting to see Jurassic Express. Maybe they'll get their time to shine and they'll pull off this championship next week. But
Right.
next up, man, we got the former LAX. We got Eddie Kingston and Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz going up against 2.0 and Garcia. Uh, eh, I think the back to back of tag matches was a bit much. Just a lot of people at one time. You thought maybe they would split something like this up. But it was okay. It was all right. It had a few moments, but nothing too crazy. Uh, until 2.0, they got the swerve. They pulled on the trunks and they got the victory, which prompted a beat down on Santana. And then, of course, Chris Jericho comes out and after he comes out and scares everybody off and looks to see if his guy's all right, taking in the crowd, man, and all that good stuff. Eddie Kingston seems upset. He just still upset that Chris Jericho's getting his nose involved in his business. But Chris came out because of his boys. His boys out here. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. But what did you think of that, though?
Yeah. I was happy to see Chris Jericho came back. I was upset that he came back so late. I mean, I think it would have
Yeah,
been something. I think it would have been cool if he would have came back in the middle of them getting their ass beat. Not it's kind of
right
like
before he got hit with the bill.
yeah, it's one of them situations where it's like, hey, too cold, man. I'm hungry, and then you eat all the food, and then you hand me the plate, like, oh, there you go, like, dude, you ate all the fucking food. That's how I felt like that was with Chris Jericho. I mean, it was cool to see you come out with the bat and your little pyrotechnics and your music and everything, but it'd be nice if you stopped me from getting my ass beat. you know, I mean, as far as Eddie Kingston go, I didn't really I wasn't really sure why he was so upset. I mean, yeah, I know, proud and powerful your boys and all that, but let's be fair, man. He came out there for them, not for you. So if you got your ass beat a little less because he came out there, that's fine. But he ain't trying to take. I feel like they're almost trying to do with them like they're doing with the Young Bucks and Adam Cole. Like whose side are you on type of thing. Like, bro, Eddie Kingston, to be fair, you and Mox was a tag team, and then you and Mox had your own beef. And then for a while, you had no affiliation with Proud and Powerful on TV anyway. It's always been Chris Jericho and Proud and Powerful and Sammy from day one. So if anybody
And
was to come
Hager,
out
yeah.
there, and Hager, so if anybody was to come out there, Chris Jericho made sense. So I didn't really understand the beef with Jericho on Kingston's part. However, storytelling wise, I'm curious to see where it goes.
I mean, well, 2.0 did beat up Jericho, and it was supposedly so bad that Jericho was off TV all that whole time. But so he had a reason to come out, along with it being Santana and Ortiz that were out there getting beat up. But yeah, the timing of it, yeah, that would have, if he would have came out before Garcia hit him with the ring bell,
What up,
that kind of
Joe?
would have, that would have seen a little bit better. But it was what it was, man.
Hey, Tuco,
For
really
the
quick
end of
before
the
we go to
show.
the next topic. Before we go to the
What's
next
up?
topic, man. First of all, Joe, happy belated Christmas. Sorry you got the COVID, bro. Hope it ain't serious. Hope you feel better, man. Make a full recovery.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. You said I blame AT and
And
T.
fuck AT&T.
Fuck AT&T. Ah, man. Hey, um, no, man, but get better, Joe, man. Please do, man. Um, all right, man. So we got MJF promo, uh, and they're definitely sowing the seeds of MJF, Warlow turning on MJF. They're definitely sowing those seeds. They're telling Warlow, he needs to stop focusing on all the power bombs and just pick up the victory. and so he could be TNT champion and then give it to MJF. And then he was like, "What?" And then he was like, "I knew you would have this." And then it was kind of nice for him to call back and have the lawyer. I can't remember his name. The lawyer for Jay.
Smart Mark Sterling.
Yeah, yeah. Have him come back in and read off his contract that Warlow signed to MJF, basically saying MJF gets all of any and every bit of royalty and any money, success, titles, whatever. He gets it all. And Warlow, you
Right.
could just see he just wanted to snap MJF in half. And as MJF is just sitting there smirking, talking shit, bragging about being the TNT and the AEW champion. Like, dude, you are truly the ultimate douchebag, and I like that. I like. Oh shit. Oh no. Ooh, that was a mean backdrop. But yeah, what did you think of this, bro?
Uh, I thought it was cool. I think it's about damn time, man. I think when Warlow do turn on MJF, he gonna beat the shit out of him. And it's long overdue, man. It's long overdue. It's about time you let Warlow and MJF go their separate ways, man. Let the big man be that a big man. He got the look, he got the physique. Now it's time to
Right.
put his ass in the ring and let him do what he do.
Ugh, damn. Oh no, almost a 3 count. All right, man. So we got Warlow. He power bombed some dude. He did his thing. We got a promo in the back with the Super Elite and the Undisputed, or should I say, the Era Boys. And obviously, the Young Bucks don't like that Adam Cole's old new best friends or his new best friends are now in AEW and kicking it with his old best friends, obviously. And there's something's going to come of it. But he's trying to play nice. But Matt, he feels some type of way because Kyle hasn't spoken. Of course, Kyle speaks to him all sarcastically and shit. But it pretty much boils down to Cole and Riley, having a conversation one on one and basically letting it be known, like, yeah, I know we got some beef and we got some unfinished business, but this is AEW. This is a fresh start. So what's it gonna be? I know Fish got my back. What about you? So and it's a good way of storytelling, a continuation a little bit, and we know what he's saying when he's talking about it. So what did you think of that little bit of back and forth between those five?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just ready to see, who Adam Cole go to. Is he going to the Young Bucks? Is he going to, the era? Because eventually it's gonna be a war, and hey,
Ooh,
I'm ready to see them do what they do.
ooh! O'Reilly kicked Cole in the face. Damn, he missed him with the boot. Uh, yeah, yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see what decision. Of course, obviously, I think they're going to build this up to Kenny coming back, joining the Bucks, and then we'll get that trios match of that. Which man, them six, I would love to see those six. Definitely get it on. So it'll be interesting to see that. Next up, man, the hell, Brandon Cutler, stupid. Next up, man, we got Dan Lambert, and oh, and the Young Bucks just came out. They just super kicked the best friends, Fish and O'Reilly. They did the finisher. They got the victory. Wow. Uh, couldn't say I didn't see that coming. Um, Dan Lambert, bro. Dan Lambert, the less famous Paul Heyman, and I kind of wish they. First and foremost, man, Brandy Rose. Man. I don't even know where to go with it, man. Oh man, look, it was it was bad and good. It was bad and funny at the same time, if that makes sense. Uh, I obviously I get what the less Paul Heyman. I get what that was, but I Lambert made it. He made it better when he said, "I prefer Jim Cornette," and I'm like, you know what? He's absolutely right. You're more of a Jim Cornette than you are a Paul Heyman. You're just a whiny, sniffling, old school dude that just don't know, how to accept something that's new and evolved. It's what's good with it, Sean, man? What up with the loco, baby? Uh, it was
What up,
it was
loco?
bad. It was bad. It was bad and funny at the same time, man. What did what did you think of this promo, dude?
They're still trying to get Cody, I guess, over somewhat as a face by attacking his wife, saying that she has the name of a stripper. But the thing is, people don't like Brandy as much as they don't like Cody, so that doesn't really, do shit. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. And Scorpio Sky, I don't know something with this twerking, gyrating, fucking disco
He
inferno.
was channeling his inner Kofi Kingston or something, man.
No,
I
he
don't
wasn't channeling
know.
his fucking Kofi Kingston. He was channeling his what's my boy? You Rico.
Oh.
Yeah, Black Rico. My boy on the Black Rico. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he came out of leopard print tights and a thong,
Not the
but
Black
hey,
Rico.
this is 2021, about to be 2022. So who am I to say anything? I'm not thong shaming any males out there. I'm just, saying.
I don't know. I don't know what he said. I'm just listening and going along with the conversation. But go ahead, Pepe.
No,
Go
that's
ahead.
it. That's it. That's it. That's all I have to say.
All
I
right,
mean,
man. We
yeah, that's it.
yeah 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 because yeah we got a preview, of course, man, for Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page, the rematch for the AEW Championship next week on the debut of Dynamite on TBS. Then of course we got Jade Cargill versus Thunder Rosa, and I
Yeah,
got to say, my guy, damn it, my expectations were too high for this match.
yeah. You ain't the only one.
This I was disappointed. I was
Hmm.
yeah, I was very disappointed. I was too pumped for this match, and when it started,
Yeah.
it just missed, and it missed, and then it missed, and then it missed, and it missed, and it's like, oh man, what am I watching? What wait a minute, this is not what I thought this would be. I come to the conclusion that Tony Khan needs to find his uh he needs to find his version of a fit Finley for that women's division. And I'm not
It
saying
was
that he
supposed to
needs a
be in Dusty
man.
Rose.
I'm not saying that they need a man to fix the women, but I'm saying they need somebody help out the way that he helped out, the way that he helped, get some of the women over, that which helped. If you watch the Ruthless Aggression era episodes, you saw how he was instrumental into just the style and the way that the women work. And I think AEW needs to find their version of that. I don't think they found it. I think some of them are just good, but and some are athletic in other ways, but it's man, a Mickey James or somebody needs to come and they need to that's what Tony Khan needs. Tony Khan needs he needs a Trish Stratus to be like, hey, I wanna help build your women's division, or just a Molly Holly, man, a somebody that can just focus on that women's division and help continue to push it where it's getting to. We like where it's going as far as them bringing in new and exciting women for us to see. But man, the work rate, I'll say that the work rate of some of these women is still, it still needs some work. And for these two, I feel like there was no. I'm sure there was preparation, but I feel like there was no preparation. Like they really felt all over the place, and I was really disappointed for this match because I was really overly pumped, excited for this match. We finally get it, and man, it just under delivered for me.
I mean, yeah, I didn't give a fuck about this match. I had high expectations like you, but from the jump, the shit was a botch fest. So I
Yeah,
understand stuff
yeah,
happened, but the chemistry just was not there. I mean,
at
that
all,
shit was like
at
air
all.
in a fucking vacuum. It did not exist. Uh, and then the fact that you had Jade Cargill, I don't mind her cheating to win, but then the match was already so bad, and then you had Mercedes Martinez make her debut by attacking Thunder Rosa during a match that was so hyped already, and it under delivered. So it really made Jade Cargill's victory feel even cheaper than what it already was because the match is already so bad. Still a huge fan of both women. It just unfortunately, man, the stars didn't align. And
Yeah,
yeah, I
and,
mean that's that.
and it was nice to see Angie Martinez. Like it was cool to see her,
No,
but
Mercedes.
I'm sorry, Mercedes Martinez. Angie Martinez.
My boy,
I
my
thought
boy
about it
think he
after
on Hot 97 right now, boy.
I said. Oh shit. It was cool to see her, but yeah, it was just yeah, not it was already not there. Uh, and then it just wasn't there. So hopefully, I don't know. I don't know how Soho and Cargill is gonna look for that finals match, but after seeing this one, and honestly, the Nyla Rose and Soho match was a little bit than this one, but I man, I this it started out cool, but it's kind of to me look like it's fading out a little bit as far as the quality moving forward, and that's always what has always been seen and been the focus. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens next week. Uh, so we got a Riho and Britt Baker promo. They're going to fight at Battle of the Champions for the AEW Women's Championship. And then we get CM Punk's first ever appearance in Daly's Place. Bro, he cut a nice little promo. He, of course, shout out to JR. He did a cool promo for Brody Lee. He talked shit about MJF. He was just excited to be, in a place that was really, and like he said, it was such a big support to AEW, especially for the past year, as far as, them doing the shows and them being able to have fans. They started out with 50, like it just gradually grew, as the time went on, where they were inviting some people, and it would be 50 fans here, then 100 fans, then 200 fans, then 300 fans, and then 1,000 fans, and then it just started filling up, and then you just go in there, sell out, and then it was just a constant. It was, I mean, for everything AEW did for a year, it was the constant place that allowed people to enjoy, something that they still, enjoyed during that time. And it was cool to see him go there and pay homage to that. And for them to, kind of do the last Dynamite on TNT for the end of the year, yeah, that was cool. But other than that, nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Um, and then, of course, we got the main event, man, the Era versus the Best Friends. Nice little trios match, back and forth. A few questionable things happened that's going to really definitely push the narrative forward as far as the storyline between O'Reilly and Cole. Uh, I, I get them winning, but the one thing I do hate about this a little bit is Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends kind of taking a lot of losses, but then they did win the previous trios match that they had a couple of weeks ago. Then our Cassidy lost, then they lose here. So all right, okay, you're building to something, but we'll see where it goes. My guy, uh, those final two things, CM Punk, the main event.
Yeah.
What do you think, man? What are your thoughts, man? Before we get out of here,
I appreciated CM Punk coming out. I appreciated CM Punk, giving Brody Lee his flowers. I think what he said
and
was needed
Jr.
to be. It was JR too, but the reason I said Brody Lee is because a lot of people, man, a lot of people have been shitting on Brody Lee, which is weird. Is one thing I don't believe in doing, man. That's talking ill of the dead. Unless you're just an ain't shit person, then it's fuck you dead or alive. That's just me. But Brody Lee, man. I mean, hey, look, he, he might not have been everybody's cup of tea, okay? And yeah, his run
Right.
at AEW was super duper short, yes. But at the end of the day, we don't know Brody Lee personally, right? I mean, shit, I never met Kobe Bryant a day in my life, and I damn near cried like a little punk ass when I found out he died. And I'm not even a Lakers fan, but I understand there's just certain people in this world that got a certain impact. Like, you don't have to know somebody to not understand the contributions they made to their particular sport or society in
Mm.
general. There's some people who transcend, their genre or their industry. So I appreciated that, man, because people was being weird as hell on social media, talking about, Brody was a mid Carter and Brody, only reason he's getting hyped up as much as he was is because, he passed away, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, it's like, who sits there and has the time to type shit like that? If you don't like if you didn't like him, if he wasn't your favorite wrestler, okay, cool. Like Brooklyn Brawler, I'm not gonna sit up here and type on the forum about the Brooklyn Brawler and how he wasn't my favorite wrestler. Okay, I just don't like dude, but guess what? Like, if something happened tragically today, it is what it is. Either you like it and you acknowledge it and you respect it, or don't say shit. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was just agreeing
as
with you. Go
far
ahead,
as what
man.
he said about no, you good, bro. You good. As far as what he said about Daly's place, though,
Mm.
I thought that was cool, and I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize they was in Daly's place. I'm like, hold on, dude, all these fans look close as shit. Oh, damn. And I seen the freeway when they panned away. Like, oh, damn, they in Jacksonville. Okay, that's cool. Because during the pandemic, you got guys like Leo. What up, Leo? Who was there every single week, man, when they really couldn't have that many people. And you had the loyal supporters. And then for this to
Yeah.
be the end of an era. And for Tony Khan to be like, hey, you know what? We're gonna do something special for you guys because you know what? Y'all been rocking with us. And then for CM Punk to come out and he didn't try to play people like they were still be like, hey, yo, I wasn't here during the Jacksonville era, but I'm here now. And I
And
understand
I
what you
saw
guys
it.
meant to
Yeah.
me for now. And I saw it, yeah. So that was cool. That was cool to see that now to go into the main event again, like you said, man, it's been a lot of tag matches, which normally isn't bad. But like I said, I'm not going to really harp on it too much because you're wrapping up this year. You're starting to build towards
Right.
your storylines for the next year. So that's cool. The one thing I didn't see coming, like you said, was when the Young Bucks when they came out and they assisted with the victory. I was like, oh. Okay, well, I thought it was gonna be the other way around. I thought they were gonna come out trying to pretend like they're gonna help and do some dumb shit, and then they end up costing O'Reilly and them, but they didn't. But man, like I said, this show it wasn't terrible. It's just I, I don't know. Maybe with it being the end of the year, and the card itself on paper, the card was fucking phenomenal. It was just the chemistry was lacking in a lot of different
Yeah.
areas. I think that's the word
Yeah.
of the night, man. Chemistry. So that kind of bummed it out for me. And that, like I said, that TBS champion, that match with Thunder Rosa and Jade Cargill, they weren't the only ones, but because I had probably the most hype and expectation for that match, that really just kind of took the air out of me, bro.
Yeah. 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 But you know what? And look, AEW doesn't have. They don't hit a home run every week, and it's okay because
Oh
you
yeah.
know what? And it's unlike WWE where you just know if you got one bad show one week, you know there's a good chance you'll get another bad show the next week. With AEW, it's
Right.
like you expect a good to mid show, and then bam, they gonna smack you in the mouth. They gonna drop a
Mm-hmm.
gem on you, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, y'all woke. I woke back up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm
Right,
ready.
right,
All right, let's
right.
do it. Let's do it. So, uh, and this wasn't bad. This was a good to mid show. It has some things I'm pretty sure some people like. Some other stuff that it was like, could have been better. But uh, you definitely got to see a lot of new faces. You got to see, and you got the setup for some stuff we've been waiting to see. And definitely one of the best things I would say they did tonight was set up the Jurassic Express versus the Lucha Bros for that AEW Championship match next week. Because I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I know they are not going to disappoint with that match. So I can feel overhyped a little bit, wanting to see this match because I know it's going to be a really good match. Uh, and it's for the championship. So this damn well could just start the show, and I would not be mad with that at all. You're giving me Jurassic Express, you're giving me Lucha Bros. Yeah, I expect a good 30 minutes, 20, I say about 20, 25 minutes. If 25 minutes, give me good 20 minutes, man, of these guys. Uh, do I want to see the Lucha Bros lose? No, I don't. But I'm not mad if it's to the Jurassic Express. I wouldn't be mad at all. With that being said, bro, parting words before we roll out.
Yeah, man. Hey, sometimes you got to go through a mid show to get to a great one.
Hey, you know what? That's true. That's true. That is true at all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, that is your AEW New Year's Dynamite review show, man. Our last AEW, well, no, we got Rampage. Will be our last Dynamite for 2021. But other than that, man, to Friday, let's say Friday. Friday, ladies and gentlemen, man, me and franchise was kind of working on a little something. We were going to try to put together the best and worst of 2021. Kind of just some of the worst matches, some of the good matches. Uh, we figured we'd do it, end of the year thing, something a little different. And then, of course, we'll kick off, SmackDown, and then we'll have the Rampage review before we all bring in the new year. And I mean, I'm gonna say that, but I don't know what the franchise got really planned for that night, so I don't want to say too much. But uh, other than that, man, awesome show. As always with my homie. Can't wait. We did something awesome earlier today, so that was cool too. And yeah, man, can't wait for Friday, man. So we gotta do predictions. Oh yeah, we gotta do predictions. Tomorrow we're doing predictions tomorrow. We're gonna do predictions tomorrow. That's what I forgot. Tomorrow, yeah, we're doing predictions tomorrow, man, and we're gonna have a special guest. So we're gonna reach out to the homie, see if he come on with us and predict with us for day one. Uh, and I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I can't think. Was there anything else?
Nah, that's it.
That's not about it. Yeah, I'm about to say that's not about it. All right, I think I dragged on enough. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm King Too Cold. That is your resident tribal chief, the franchise, the engineer of the year. And we will see y'all tomorrow for that day one predictions. Be easy.